Hello and welcome back to the Crash Course in Nutrition. Today we're going to talk about the Van Soest method and the investigation of fiber fractions. Last time I told you a bunch of lies because I told you that the fiber investigation did something that was similar to our digestive system by treating it by enzymes and by alkalis. That is not really the truth. The truth is that you only use the acidic environment that resembles our digestive tract. But here we go in details because this is another topic on the topic list of our wonderful exam that's soon coming up. The fiber fractions that we have from the proximate analysis is not the same as the first step that we will get from this method because it's a different method. So be sure that you mention this, otherwise I think that they might be a little bit disappointed. So the first thing that we do with the feed sample when it comes to the Van Soest method and the fiber investigation is to boil it in a neutral detergent. And this will give us the neutral detergent fraction of the fibers. And this is everything that comes from the cell wall. So what we do is actually rupture the cell and then we filter out everything that's not a fiber. And this is the point where it's not the fibers that we're used to as the crude fiber, because this method will solve a little bit more than we would call a crude fiber. So for example, the alpha-alpha will have a higher crude fiber than a neutral detergent fiber fraction. But back to the fiber fractions. After we've boiled this and got the fibers out of the cell, we will boil it again in a very, very diluted acidic detergent. And this will dissolve the little more easily digestible fibers. After we've done this, and this would be the acidic detergent fraction, just to mention. And after we've done this, we're going to increase the concentration of the acid. Usually what's used is sulfuric acid, so the first step we use maybe 1%, maybe 2%, or something similar. And then in the next step we will increase the concentration very much. And the only thing that will withstand that concentration of boiling in detergent is the lignin content and the ash. Remember from the proximate analysis that we couldn't even get rid of ash by burning it, or that's why it's called ash. And to get the differences between the different kind of fiber fractions, they have, of course, thrown in a bunch of equations. But if you sit down and really think of it, they're not rocket science. So if you have the neutral detergent fraction first and see that as the whole, and then you boil it, some of the things will go away. And the difference between the next step and the first step, so the acidic detergent fraction and the neutral detergent fraction, would be the easier digestible fibers. An example for this is hemicellulose, which some animals can digest easily. But then the second step from the acid detergent fragment to the acid detergent lignin fragment, which it's called, since we can't call it acid detergent because we already used that one name once. So then you take the acid detergent fiber and you subtract the acid detergent lignin that you have, and then that will give you the ones that are not as easily digestible. So for example, cellulose would be one of these. And then for the last couple of fibers, we need to make sure that we know that the ash is taken into consideration as a non-fiber, since it's not a fiber, but it's not digested by the acids. So we take the last portion of this, the acid detergent lignin fraction, and we subtract the ash that we have from our proximate analysis. And that is basically the lignin that we have left. Well, thank you for clearing that out, or thank me, I don't know. I hope that was helpful in some sort of way, and well, good luck at your exam again.